Hey gamers, welcome back to the channel. Today in DC Dark Legion, we have a brand new update that we're going to talk about. It launched today, December 4th, and some very cool stuff that's in it. We have a brand new asynchronous game mode. We'll get into that in just a little bit. We got some new research. We got this Scarab System. Roy even got a little bit of a rework. There's some very cool and exciting stuff in this update, and I can't wait to share it with you, so let's get into it. All right, and welcome back. Let's go ahead and jump right in. Now, this update, there is a fair amount to it. Again, it's not massive, but I do believe it is significant. I'm not going to go through absolutely everything. I'm just going to pick out some things to really key in on because I think it's exciting for the game, and I think that for the players, it's something for them to be excited about. So there's some nice free-to-play aspects as well as pay-to-play aspects to it. But first, let's go through the new game mode that's coming out. I'm going to go ahead and click on here. Metropolis maneuvers. Now, the way that this reads, so we've got 22 hours. Let's go into the rules here. It says right here, when the event begins, League members can assign squads to garrison their buildings and fend off enemy attacks. During the battle stage, you can create squads and attack enemy buildings to earn battle honor, defeat all garrison squads in an enemy building to capture it and earn points for your league. Very cool. So I'm envisioning, this is reading exactly what I think it might be. Always got to allow for something coming out of left field, but so you go in there, right? So day one, so that 22 hours, once that timer's up, we're probably going to go in there and set all of our defenses. And then we're going to go into a battle phase once they match us up. And then you're going to attack the buildings of your opponent. And as you defeat those buildings and those teams, you're going to gain points. And then whichever team has the most points at the end is going to be the winner. So that's exactly how this reads, and I'm super excited about it. Now, we do know that it is jet combat, so probably something like a Guardian Challenge where you're going in and you're just seeing the jets circle around the town as you guys are fighting. Probably not going to see our teams on the battlefield, but I still think that this is huge for the game. It is an asynchronous game mode, so what that means is that you don't have to show up at the exact same time as your opponent is there. You can go independently of each other. You can do your defenses and set them up however you want. You can do your attacks whenever. We're probably going to have a window of time. Not sure how long that window of time is going to be, but it is a little bit more time zone friendly, especially when you have leagues that have members from all across the globe. So I'm very excited for this. Can't wait to see what this is exactly, but I'm thinking that's what it is. And if that's what it is, like I said, it's been something that I've been asking for a very long time, and I think that it might breathe some life into the game. And I do know, so this game mode here is more of something that we'd see in a traditional hero collector game. This game, the devs, it seems like what they're trying to do, and we've talked about it before, is just get a good balance between your 4X strategy type game and your hero collector game. And I think with this helps balance some things out a little bit. So very excited for that. I'll do some additional videos as we deep dive into this as more unlocks and we start to learn what that cadence might look like. All right, let's go to research. There's some new research stuff here, which I think is pretty cool. So go into your technology. Now, nothing in construction, but we do have some additional stuff here in resources as well as in combat, which is nice. I think this is cool. The station expansion, this gives you an extra carriage to your Brave train, which is pretty cool. And then all the way down at the bottom, another one. So we can add 2 additional carriages to our train, allowing more people to get more resources and less people having to go into the league carriage, which gives not much. I think it just gives gems, right? So that's pretty cool. Plus there's some additional stuff in here like this League Vault, this Legion Vault that gives you a chance of 2-time league contribution in Defeat the Dark Legion. Over in resources, you get some additional stats for more of the end game stuff like Defeat the Dark Legion. You get some increase in attack here, or maybe here's Rift Warden here that gives you additional health in Umbral Rift, things like that. So I think it's pretty cool that we get some additional research. We can start focusing on this. I thought that was pretty nice. Another thing is Roy got some updates. I'm not going to really go too deep into him. However, with Roy, the updates seem to make him more of a damage dealer. So if you want to see what he used to have and what he has now, you can see that in the notes. But let me go down over to him really quick here. Sure. Let's go to this one here. So he changes briefly before firing an arrow, dealing physical damage equal to 250% of his attack. Now, he used to have some bonuses or some abilities that help with counterattack. We don't see that anymore. Increases physical damage taken by deadly mark, which is nice. We've got this here. He deploys that turret, which is, I think the turret is pretty cool, actually. That attacks the nearest enemy every 3 seconds, prioritizing those with the deadly mark. Dealing physical damage here as well. Over here, increases Arsenal's attack by 10% at the start of battle with Outsiders or Teen Titans. So now he's got this affiliation with Teen Titans, so he can fit into that team as well. And then let's go into this one right here. Arsenal shoots 9 arrows into the sky, dealing physical damage equal to 150% of his attack. So definitely more of a damage dealer than that kind of split between support and damage. I don't know how much that really did for him, but I am going to do some testing, so we'll do some additional videos on him as well, just to kind of see what that looks like. All right, next, let's talk about this Scarab system. We go down to research here. I think this is pretty cool. This allows you to create these cord chips that add stat boosts to your teams in your jet. Also, you have specific tagged increases as well. So let's just go into here, some things, some cord chips that I've created. Here's a death metal one. So I've got accuracy and attack. So I've got a legendary stat as well as an epic one here. And then for death metal, each subchip grants an extra 50% effect. So additional 50% if this goes towards a death metal character. And you've got that for all of the different tags here. Superman here, I got physical penetration and resistance for this one here. This one here, Justice League Dark, this is where I still think there might be some opportunities, not just in the armoring in this game, but also here with this. So yes, this will help anybody in your jet, but that 50% increase, the physical penetration doesn't help much at all. That's kind of a wasted stat for a Justice League Dark tag team, because they're all spiritual damage dealers, except for Wonder Woman. But you're only going to use Wonder Woman for a short period of time. As soon as you get Swamp Thing, you're going to swap her out for him. So I don't know. I still think there's an opportunity to kind of refine that a little bit. But you could also deconstruct these. So let me go into here, deconstruct this. This is where you get your Scarab circuits. Boom, right that. And then you have this right here. So once you get up to level 10, that's when this unlocked for me. And I've heard from a couple other people out here as well that this is unlocked maybe at research level 11 for some people. But once I hit 10, this did unlock. So you click on this, and you need 4,000 of those Scarab chips for this Beetle booster. And this guarantees a 4-slot cord chip for your next research. So that's something I think you're going to want to hold on to until your later levels. Because, I mean, if you take a look at this here, here's your rarity odds right now. I'm at research level 11, so this is where my percentages stand right now. The subchip slot odds are right here. So these are the stats, right? You can get up to 4 stats. I got 50% chance to get 1 and 2, 0% chance for 3 and 4. I think it's 16 is where you start to get a 5% chance. That's where you first start getting a chance to get that 4th one. So maybe 16 is the lowest that you want to use these Beetle chips, these Scarab chips, but it's 4,000. 4,000, and that's a lot. So that's going to take quite a bit of deconstructing. I've got 2,000 right now. So we'll see. I'm going to hold on to them for a while. I don't want to waste them. So, but typically what you're going to do is you're going to go in here, you're going to do your standard research, boom, ask for some help. I'm going to go ahead and speed this one up. There we go. And then what do I get? I get what? Justice League Dark? Yep, Justice League Dark healing bonus. I did get an epic stat on that one, and I only got 1. The cool thing is you can see how many stats you have on the front here. So I've got 2. I haven't got 3 yet because obviously, as you saw, I don't have those. I don't have the opportunity for that just yet. But this would be pretty cool. So where do you put these chips? How do you add them into your jet? You go over here into this Preparation Operations Center. Click here, and then I can click on my jet right here. So this one here, this is a Justice League Dark team. Let's go ahead, put that one in there. Gives me effect accuracy up, physical penetration up. I don't even think I want that one. What's this one? Spiritual resistance, healing. Let's just throw that one in there. Boom. All right. So that is where you add them for all of your jets. I got a Superman one in here. Let's swap that one out. I had a good Superman one here. Yeah, physical penetration and resistance. Let's swap that out. So do I have that now? No. Hold on. Boom. Confirm. There we go. And you just do that for each one of your teams. For what best fits your team, I would try and match the tag as best as possible. All right, I'm going to save and exit out of that. All right, I think we will wrap up there. There's some other updates as well. Like I said, use the link in the description below if you want to dig into them. There's some updates that I'm going to dig a little bit deeper into and save them for some other videos, like Combat Cycle. There's some new mechanics and stuff in there that I think are going to be exciting to talk about. There's also some updates to Guardian Challenge and things like that. So a lot of stuff was added, but this stuff here I think is very exciting. I think it's going to be very good for the game, and hopefully all the players are excited for it. All right, everybody, that's what I had for you. As always, I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch the video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button and share your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. Take care, everybody, and we'll talk to you next time.